Hey, I think we're back. And since I think that we're going to go ahead and use this time to demonstrate what you can do for Max while he's laying in the bed. Now, remember, this is for a group of people, so you can have like maybe 2, 3 people on each side of him. You can have someone at his head, and you can have someone at his feet, okay? So the person at the head is just basically doing the things that I showed you earlier. This is Reiki or Seikem. So you don't really, with Reiki and Seikem, you don't have to really worry a lot about breathing or anything. You just put yourself into a loving, accepting, and open intention and just allow the love to flow. And then, like we said earlier, the energetic consciousness knows where to go. So it really doesn't matter that much where you're holding or putting your hands. The energy will go where it needs to go and do what it needs to do. So again, if you have someone on the head, I'm just going to go there and show you that. So they will be over his head, reaching over, and you can do the 2 hands over his forehead. You can put them over his eyes, sending energy there, the sides of his head. Usually at the person at the head, we'll also do the shoulders. And you can do that position where you just cup your hands under the back of his head. You can put one hand over his head and another, like just index finger or middle finger right in the center of his neck. You can put one hand over his head and another hand over the center of his chest. And with each one of these moves, you just lay your hands there and let them set there for a while. So, I don't know, until your intention tells you it's time to move them again. Really, this stuff just kind of flows by inspirational intuition. So, you just let yourself be led. Now, meanwhile, like I said, you've got people on both sides of him, and he's on the bed. So say you got someone here towards the upper body. They might put one hand on his hip and one hand on his shoulder, or maybe one hand on his lower rib cage and shoulder. But like I said, just putting their hands on the side of the body that they're on. The energy is going to flow where it needs to go. No pressure, again, completely relaxed. Slowing your breathing down helps you stay in that relaxed and focused place. But you don't have to worry about directing any energy through your breath like you did with the earlier craniosacral technique. You just want to keep coming from your heart of divine love and let the energies flow from the unified field, the cosmic field, through you and into the person that you're treating. In this case is Max, with a lot of love and positive intention. The energy will do the rest. You may have someone else down here. They might put a hand on their hip, knees, like so, and just let the energy flow once again. And you have the same thing on the other side. You've got someone on the other side doing the same thing. If you don't have that many people, you can have one person just putting their hands maybe on the center of the body, like to the solar plexus, right over the navel. Just letting the energy flow. Maybe the solar plexus and the chest, and just letting the energy flow. And then, you're in the center, so the energy will flow where it needs to go. I can't stress that enough. There's not a lot you need to know or do in order to make this technique work. In fact, the less it is you're trying to do, the more miraculous stuff you could be privy to witness. Really great. And then just someone at his feet that just hold the soles of his feet like that. You can do it underneath this way. Or you can do it on the tops of the feet. Just resting there. And this helps to keep him grounded too in his body, because you're holding your energy there, so his energy will of course flow down to meet with and connect with yours. So it keeps him grounded, because in situations like this, a lot of times we start traveling outside the body, and a lot of times we're outside the body, at least somewhat anyway. Most of us spend a lot of our time either displaced a little bit, literally besides ourselves, or kind of above ourselves. So a lot of us are like up here, our light body is up here, and we're not living all the way down into our legs and feet. And you see that people have like smaller development in their legs than they do their upper body, because they're not living in their body. So it's not, just for extreme situations like this, which works really good for extreme situations, but it's just a really good thing to do anytime for anyone. It just really helps to revitalize you and help to align all your energies so you can optimize being in your body and life. Okay. Shalia, rise. Okay. So I'm going to move this up a little bit like that. So, what did I forget? What can you share?
I can just say that the most impactful thing is your state of being. Because whatever you're projecting as your state of being, everyone's going to feel that, especially him. So your vibration at this point is, just to see him not, because appearances are very illusionary.
Influencing too.
And I would say, for me, it's always worked where I'm not fooled by appearances. So I'll just see that person in their highest possible state of being, which is always perfect. And when you carry that vibe in there, that energy will affect everything. It'll be very transformative. And I would say just don't worry. Like she said, just keep a positive state of mind, positive state of being, and let your heart do the work. And you'll see many, many miracles, because they're already happening. Just have to shift to that universe.
Yeah, that's right. That whole idea of space and time is an illusion. We're really not moving through any space or any time. We're just moving into parallel universes. So basically what you're doing is just allowing that step into the universe where he is vital and healthy and healed. And you help that to happen just by, like you said, coming from your heart and holding that vision by not connecting to any outcome whatsoever, and just not connecting to what you're seeing in the present universe you're in, but rather connecting to that universe that you're envisioning. So she says she always sees everyone at their highest good, their perfection, and then you see it manifest, because then we just step right into that universe. It works really good for finding things too. Just step into the universe where it's not lost. Boom, there it is. It's amazing.
It works. So, and that's very important too. You have the desire for him to heal. So you just have that desire already of seeing him heal. So you define that healing and that desire. That emotion will create it, but you have to detach from it. That's the last step. Is just let it go. And then we move out of the way and let the miracles happen, because the higher mind knows things that we don't in our physical bodies. And it really works well when we step out of our own way. So at least it's been my case.
And mine too. So thanks for listening. I hope it helps you out. I hope you can use it. Remember that if you're getting people to come in and work with you, it sort of just helps all the way around the board, because I'm telling you, you don't give anything without getting perfect reciprocity back in return. So as you're giving healing to Max with your loving intention, you're actually receiving healing back at the same time. So it's a really great experience for everyone involved, and the people that are willing to come in and take part in it. I'm sure they'll just be amazed at what they benefit from it as well. And just remind them of the things that we've reminded you of, to stay detached, stay in a positive, loving state. Don't be misled by what you may see in front of you at the moment, and just hold your vision constant. And send the love. Love heals.
Yes.
Namaste.